children, welcome to your first chemistry video tutorial. Well, the chapter is here, is matter surrounding us pure. Okay, so first we have to learn what is called matter. Matter is everywhere in our environment or in our surroundings. Matters, what are called matters? Something which have mass and occupy some space. It can be of solid state, it can be of liquid state, or it can be of gaseous state. Just like this pen. This pen is a solid in state and we can call it a matter because it has some mass and it occupies some spaces where when I put it on a table. Okay. Or this is a duster. Okay. It is also a matter. It has some mass and when we put it on a table, it can occupy some spaces. So these are called matters. Okay. So in this chapter, we have to learn the matters surrounding us, pure or not. Okay. These are the topics or subtopics in this chapter like matters, elements, mixtures, compounds, solutions, several kinds of separation technique of solution, and finally physical and chemical changes. Okay, let's begin with the first one, and that is called element. Elements are the smallest unit in the environment, or in a chemical nature, elements are the smallest. Okay, so what we can say? The smallest. Why the smallest? Because we cannot split an element into 2 or 3 or more than 2 or 3 parts. Okay, so we cannot split an element into different parts. Just like in our atmosphere, there are so many carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, atoms are there. I told a term that is atom. We consider atoms as an element because as we cannot split an element, each and every element composed of this kind of single atoms, just like a carbon, just like a hydrogen, just like a oxygen, or just like a magnesium or manganese, just like this. We all know about iron. Okay, suppose iron. Iron is a very common example in our daily, everyday life. Okay, as a metal. We will discuss about metals in our next class. So iron. Iron composed of only this atom. This is called ferrous atom. So atoms are elements are composed of atoms, and we cannot split an element in 2 or 3 parts. That's why elements are the smallest particle or smallest thing in our atmosphere and in our environment. Okay. So in case of summarization, we can say that matters are something which have some mass and occupy some space in our environment. And these are of 3 states: solid states, liquid states, and gaseous states. If I ask you, give me an example of a matter of liquid state, what you will say? You can say that water, any kind of drink, anything in liquid state, those are liquid state matter. And the gases surrounding us like carbon dioxide, like oxygens, like sulfur dioxide, all these gases are gaseous state and matter. Okay, and you already learned about elements. Elements, we cannot split an element. That's why these are called the smallest unit. And just like example, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, manganese, all these are called atoms. That's why we can say that elements are composed of atoms. Okay. So children, this is an introductory class. In the next class, we will talk about some more details on elements, and we will start with metals and non-metals. Okay. Thank you.